Well, it's a lovely summer's day, and we're standing outside in a very small town north of London called Hertford, and we're standing outside the Salisbury Arms because for this week's podcasts.english.com, as part of our British Icons series, we're going to be looking at the British pub, aren't we, Richard?
Yes, indeed. And this is a typical British pub. It's in the middle of the summer, so in common with a lot of English pubs, it's got lots of very pretty hanging baskets full of flowers outside. It's also, in the traditional sense, it's also got a swinging sign which has a picture of the coat of arms, presumably of the...
Will it be Lord Salisbury?
Lord Salisbury, I suppose, yes. Although it was formerly known as the Bell prior to 1800.
Well, actually, Richard, if you look at the top, it says 1570. So, goodness, how old is that pub then?
It's about over 400 years old.
That's amazing.
And it looks like a lot of pubs, very dark inside. But anyway, let's go inside and have a drink.
Sounds like a good idea to me. So we've come inside the pub, and like many old-fashioned British pubs, there's a choice of places to go to. There's the public bar, the lounge bar, and the beer garden.
Yes, the public bar is normally the working man's bar, if you like, and then the lounge bar is a bit more posh. It's got the posh carpet on the floor, and maybe even you might be charged an extra penny or two on your beer. And I think the newest thing is the beer garden. The weather in England is much better now than it used to be, so they're often having a lot of very popular beer gardens outside.
And of course, the first thing that we've noticed since we've come in here is the fact that it's just not smoky anymore.
No, thank goodness for that. Anyway, shall we get a drink from the lounge bar?
Okay.
I'm in the lounge bar now, and I'm speaking to the bartender, Jack. Hello, Jack.
Hello, Richard.
Right, I'd like a beer, please. What would you recommend?
Well, you could either have a lager or you could have a bitter, a real ale.
Well, I think I'll go traditional and have a real ale. I think you've got some local beers here?
We do. We have, there's a local brewery and we have 3 of their ales at the moment. We have their traditional one, which is AK, a newish one, which is the cask ale, which is a fresh, like a fresher, fruity type one, and then the country bitter, which is quite popular in here. We also have a guest ale, which is not actually from Macmullen, the company here. It's from a different county.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, I'll have a pint of country bitter, please.
I'll have half a strongbow, please, half a cider.
Would you like it on the tap, the strongbow out of the tap, or we have Bulmers out of a bottle or Woodpecker out of a bottle?
I'll have the draft cider, please.
Certainly.
Great, thanks a lot, Jack, for that.
You have to pay for that as well, I think.
Oh, we pay, because we pay in advance in British pubs, don't we? We pay when we buy the drinks.
Yes, you pay. I'll serve you and then I'll ask you for your money. That's the way it goes.
Right, okay.
All right, there you go, Jack, and take one for yourself.
Thank you very much. That's £15.60 change. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So, Jack, what do you think is the secret of a successful pub then?
A good atmosphere. I think a good atmosphere is vital. I think, especially in this country, in England, there's a lot of banter and a lot of pubs are like a real focus of like the community sort of thing. So I think it's a really good place to come with friends or even just to meet people and socialise. I think that if you've got a good atmosphere in your pub, you're likely to make money and you're likely to have a good time.
Good. And now in pubs in England, smoking's been banned, hasn't it?
Yes, you can't smoke.
Has that had an effect on the atmosphere in pubs, or whether they've been as popular as before?
I think it has. I think it's very different now. I think a lot of people used to come to pubs and have a smoke and have a drink, and now they can't. Obviously, they have to smoke outside or in designated smoking areas. So I think for the first few months, it's going to have an adverse effect, but they'll come back. People will come back. I think. I don't think that people will stay away.
So
us.
people are staying away at the
People are
moment?
staying away. Yeah, the trade is down at the moment.
Ah, okay.
So.
Well, that's interesting. So, Jack, we've talked about the beers and the lagers. What other drinks do you serve here?
Well, we sell shorts, like out of optics. They're called optics, and basically they're up on the wall, and it's a 25 milliliter shot type thing.
So when you say shorts, they're spirits,
They're
yeah?
spirits, yeah, and usually you have them with a mixer.
And what are the popular ones you've got here?
Vodka. We have the house vodka, which is Vladimir, and Gordon's gin, which is usually drunk with tonic water.
Okay, and a few scotches there as well, Scotch
Yeah.
whisky.
Well, in here we actually have Bell's as our house, and then we have a lot of malt whisky, which is like 10 years old, 15 years old, a whole range for different like tastes, and
Okay, and I see amongst the whisky there, you've got a couple of trophies. What are they doing there?
they're golf trophies. They're the manager's golf trophies. He likes to show those off.
Okay, because often in pubs you have darts teams. Have you got a darts team
We
here?
don't have a darts team. We don't have a darts board.
Oh, right, okay.
So
Traditional
it's
pub.
a traditional English pub.
Well, thank you very much, Jack.
Cheers, Jack. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.